Masala Mama here. Let's make Bhuna Keema. It's Ramadan, and sometimes I like to make dishes that I can use for 2 to 3 different meals, and Bhuna Keema is one of them. I'll post the ingredients on the screen. First thing first, as always, we are going to fry our onions. Lots of onions in this one. Onions are going to give the keema that body of taste and flavor, along with lots of other things that I'm going to put in a few minutes. And this is my crushed ginger and my garlic paste. The rule is anytime you're cooking anything with meat, like beef, more ginger, less garlic. And we're only frying the onions until the tips are golden. We're not making them completely brown. This recipe has a lot of different chilies and it's a very spicy dish. So we add salt, red chili powder, turmeric, crushed chili flakes, coriander powder, a little bit of cumin powder. And did I say we're going to add a lot of different chilies? This one has, the red ones are a bit on the mild side, but they have flavor. And the green ones are spicy. And now we add the tomatoes. I was lucky, these tomatoes were nice and ripe. I'm going to add about 100 milliliters of water just to create some steam to cook all these. So remember, the onions, tomatoes, the green chilies, they all have water. And once everything gets steamed up and hot, they will cook in their own water. And we're not making this into a paste. We just want to make sure that everything gets really nice and small, just like this. You can use a spoon to break down the tomatoes. And there's still some water in there. You can also hear the oil, but now we're going to add our ground beef. So the ground beef that I'm using is lean ground beef. So I like using lean ground beef because it doesn't have a lot of animal fat. And animal fat has its own flavor. If you like it, go ahead and use it. It also can get really lumpy. So lean ground beef is a little bit more smoother, and I like the taste of it. And now on high heat, we are just going to continue cooking the ground beef until it's all browned. If you leave the stove on low heat, then the meat releases a lot of its water and it becomes very, very watery and almost soggy. And did I mention we're going to use another pepper? So black pepper also gives it a really nice kick. Not that it needs any more kick, but it does give it a really nice flavor. So I highly recommend that you do add it. So now most of the water has disappeared. We're going to add our black pepper and we're going to mix all of this up so that it gets absorbed into all of the keema. Now you have to listen for a couple of things. Like when you hear this sound, that means most of the water has disappeared. And I mean, you don't mind having a little bit of water, but not a lot. And it's just a little bit of oil that we were doing the cooking in. And it's basically done cooking, but we're going to turn the stove up high for about 1 minute and bhun this. And the only thing left to do now is to add a little bit of garam masala. Again, gives it a nice aroma, and lots of cilantro. You cannot cook anything without cilantro. Lots of cilantro, people. Cover, put on low heat, and after about 3 minutes, we're going to open and look at this. Oh my God, it smells amazing. Turn off the stove, cover for 5 minutes, and serve. We had it for dinner. We're probably going to have some of it for sahri as well. You can also make small containers like these and keep them in your freezer. I'm not feeling really good today, so it's really going to come in handy.